Aquatint is a technique which makes it possible to colour surfaces evenly by random hatching. The plate is dusted with powdered resin, either using a salt cellar for an uneven result or a dust box for an even result. The plate is heated so that the resin adheres to the copper. The mordant bites the area around the dust particles, creating a tone, while the surface under the dust particles is protected. Aquatint is one of the most important etching processes. It makes it possible to produce blacks and even colours, and greys or a wide variety of tones. This plate has already been bitten for the first tone. Let us follow the Aquatint process to apply the second tone to a plate. The tracing of the drawing is placed on the copper plate that is going to be etched. The drawing is inverted. Carbon paper is slipped between the tracing paper and the copper. The drawing is then meticulously traced on the plate. A paintbrush is used to apply a ground for protecting the second tone. The resin dust, the rosin or colophony, is raised in a dust box using a hairdryer. The dust cloud formed in this way can then fall back evenly onto the plate. The plate covered with the protective ground is inserted into the dust box for 10 minutes, time for it to be covered with dust. The plate is covered with a fine film of resin dust, which has to be heated. The dust melts and sticks permanently to the plate. A plate strewn with little dots of resin is therefore going to be subjected to the action of the mordant. A bath of ferric chloride is prepared and the copper plate is immersed in it. The tone or tint is obtained by acid, aqua, biting through the unprotected areas. The areas protected by the ground are not bitten. The lines laid bare are eaten away, creating sorts of troughs, which will hold ink more or less according to the depth of the biting. The ground is applied again, and the dust box operation is repeated as many times as there are tonal effects to be obtained. The depth of the cavities is modified, and different schemes of colours are created by varying the biting time. The effects are therefore not uniform flat tones, but granular surfaces strewn with small white dots and black or coloured cavities. Many etching techniques can be used to print on an aquatint background. We are going to show you how the soft ground etching process is used to pull a print on a two-tone aquatint. Here, the two-tone aquatint required the preparation of 2 plates. The aquatint is placed on the press taking into account the reference marks that have already been traced. A moist paper is superposed on it. The paper should be fairly long since it has to stay stuck under the roller so as not to change the reference marks. The press strongly compresses the paper onto the copper. The aquatint background is printed, leaving the 2 tones that will be used as a backing for the printing with the soft ground. The plate of soft ground is previously inked and then placed on the same reference marks as those of the aquatint. The sheet and the felt are folded back and then the press is operated. The soft ground drawing is printed onto the aquatint background. It is advisable to place a spot of setting glue on the back of the plate to stop the plate slipping.